Hi, good morning. It's Wednesday and I want to talk about Alpha Clash today. Now, for it to not be boring, let's open this box of set 2 of Alpha Clash. I believe it's on its 7th set right now, not counting some of the smaller sets. In this video, I want to talk about what Alpha Clash is and why I like it, my history with the game. I'm not sponsored or anything. I wish I am, but I'm not. Though I didn't buy this box as well. I have a lot of Alpha Clash boxes because my brother and I joins tournaments and we take home quite a few boxes whenever we join a tournament. So I have quite a few that I haven't opened yet, and this is set 2, and I have a dozen of this or so. Now, what is Alpha Clash anyway? First up, I just want to let you know that I really like Alpha Clash, and I'm gonna talk about why I like it as well in a bit. But Alpha Clash is an indie game. It's an indie trading card game. It's not one of those big trading card games that we can easily sell like One Piece and Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. It's made by two brothers, and they created the team, and it had a successful Kickstarter a few years ago. That's why it was able to publish and be distributed in quite a few countries. Now, according to many TCG YouTubers, right, 2 years is the breaking point for any trading card game. And Alpha Clash, I believe, is already on its 3rd or 4th year. So I guess even though it doesn't have, that big of a following like some other card game, that's fine because I guess you don't really need One Piece or Magic the Gathering level of following, right? As long as you have a dedicated group of players and you get to sustain your business model, you get to print the cards that you want to print each year. 2 sets, I believe they release 2 sets a year. I could be wrong, and that's fun because I think they're just a small team and they love their game, and it's based on a comic book. So if you like comic books and superheroes, Alpha Clash could be a trading card game for you. To be honest with you, I'm not really a big fan of superheroes or comic books even. I know my job is drawing manga and it's comic books adjacent, but I don't really read comic books. But I like this game. So why do I like the game? Well, I guess one thing is because we are pioneers of the game here in the Philippines. I believe my brother and I started playing in set 2 a few years ago. By the way, this original run where it's not really a draft booster, it's just a regular booster pack. So I believe they only have 9 cards instead of 15 or 16. But right now, from set 6 and set 7, it's now draftable because they did introduce draft in their big tournaments as well. So Alpha Clash is like a commander game, but it's not. It's more of a One Piece game actually. Though I don't know if One Piece or Alpha Clash came out first. In Alpha Clash, you have a superhero, a contender. Well, sometimes there are super villains. I don't know if Conquest is a super villain, but yeah, you have a leader, a contender, and your deck is not color restricted though, unlike One Piece. So you can put in whatever you want on your deck. And it doesn't have a Dawn deck though. Its resources is the other cards in your deck. I believe it's a 50 card deck, and all you have to do to play them as a resource is to place them upside down. Some people told me that this is how it works with Dragon Ball Super, but I've never really played that game before. And it's a very tempo-heavy game. Actually, it's a fast-paced game because there's no summoning sickness. Once your characters drop, they can just swing right away. So the game tends to be faster. It's unlike One Piece where it's best of 2. It's best of 1. Alpha Clash is Alpha Clash is best of 3. Rare card. This is our foil, and again, one of the main reasons why I like it is because brothers made it. And I have a brother, and we play this game a lot. Because when we still had our board game cafe, because my brother and I had a board game cafe, right? Um, we one of the players of Alpha Clash introduced this to us, and they even are kind enough to offer consignment, right? So we don't have to shell out money. That's the thing. They don't go through a distributor. Alpha Clash do not go through a distributor. They just communicate directly with the stores. Here in the Philippines, they do have like a local partner, but generally they go there straight to the store. They know who you are. You can request however much you want, and then they'll send you the product. I believe that's how it works. At least here in the Philippines. I'm not entirely sure in the US. It's quite popular in the Philippines as well. Again, not as popular as the big three or big four now, if we're counting One Piece as the fourth or Yu-Gi-Oh, the fourth biggest TCG. But yeah, it has a tight knit group, right? I guess not a lot, but you see regulars play in weeklies, and especially in bigger tournaments with big money prizes, right? This weekend we are actually going to a tournament in Pasay in Metro Manila, because I don't live in Metro Manila anymore, but the big tournaments are there, so my brother and I have to travel. My brother is not here with me, but we're both living outside of the metro. So see, the cards are awesome, right? They look really really good. The foiling is awesome. I really like it. The artwork at this point, they're still trying to figure out, I believe, how they want to proceed with the look of the game. But around set 4, they are starting to get the actual identity on how they want it to look like. They made it so it looks more comic booky, right? Not just generic superhero artworks, but more of a comic book feel to it. Like, when you look at the cards, that these cards came from a comic book. And actually, when they run their Kickstarter, it always comes with sets of comic books, right? This card is a staple card, and the foil cards in this game are a bit more expensive than regular versions, because the regular printing are quite cheap, because there's not a lot of, I don't know if this is a hot take, right? But I'm a shop, so I sell products, and there's not a lot of demand when it comes to Alpha Clash singles. In my shop, I usually go around hundreds of orders per week, right? And I will be lucky to get 2 orders of Alpha Clash each week. Compare that to like hundreds for other card games, right? And I guess one of the main reason why is that the players are concentrated in stores, right? In local game stores, and they have the cards that they need. So there's not a lot of market for singles. For more chase singles that are required for you to have a competitive edge, especially for big tournaments, you can sell those. But those cards are quite difficult to find, and if you're a player of the game, you probably want to keep them because you wanna use them, right? So you probably won't be selling those cards. This is an epic card, and there are 5 rarities, if I'm not mistaken. The basic rarities like common, uncommon, rare, and then epic. The alpha rares are alternate versions, and then there's this iconic rares as well, which are alternate versions of cards. Anyway, so one thing is that this could be another hot take based on what I hear in local communities, but I actually find the the Alpha Clash organizers to be quite nice. yeah, they're nice people. Maybe they are misunderstood, especially on the initial years when they're still trying to figure out their footing. But they are really nice. I think they're really nice people, and it's not like there are no issues, right? Especially since the community is growing, and there are different kinds of people that goes into the game, especially because of how much the pricing is for tournaments, and it's possible for anything to lure in some bad actors, but overall, the organizers, the people who distributes the cards, they're really nice people. I mean, I'm not. Ooh, that is a fifth. That is the fifth rarity that I forgot to talk about. A legendary card. This card is actually quite expensive. It's a legendary card, and you can only most of the time, at least initially, you can only put one of this card, one legendary card per deck, right? Because it has that keyword unrivaled. If it has that, that means you can only have one copy of this card in the deck, and there can only be one unrivaled card in the deck, right? But there are some rules right now that legendary cards do not have the unrivaled keyword. But anyways, so yeah. Also, because we've been playing for years now, since set 2, as what I mentioned, we already made friends along the way, right? So even though there were instances where there are some issues, especially with newer players, the bonds that we made with some of the older players are still there. So even though, I'm sorry to say this, but even though we don't really play a lot of locals anymore, because we already moved, my brother and we moved to different places about a year and a half ago. So we are unable to compete with the locals. We do our best to compete in some of the more or some of the bigger tournaments like nationals, right, and regionals, and because Alpha Clash tournament Alpha Clash's tournament scene is actually quite healthy here in the Philippines, especially for an indie card game. The numbers that I believe they pulled last tournament was Deliverance. I like that card. It's a spot removal. You just kill something on site. I like removals. So I believe the biggest tournament the last tournament that I joined, there were around 80-ish player, 85-ish. I'm not sure. And it was fun, though there were some issues because some of the players weren't happy that half of the tournament is draft. Because I like what I mentioned, since Alpha Clash moved to draftable booster instead of like this, they incorporated the draft to the tournament, which is, I believe, how it normally is for other card games as well, right? Because Magic the Gathering's big tournaments also has both constructed and draft format, right? So I'm used to it. I like draft. I have no problem playing draft, but it's understandable for some people who are unfamiliar with how draft works, because there were even some instances, that's why some people are not very happy about it, where, because it was 7 rounds, they went 4-0 in the constructed, but they went like 1-2 or 0-3 in the draft, so they didn't make day 2. So I understand, why they would feel a bit cheated or blindsided by it, but I guess I don't know. The rules was communicated, but I understand where the frustration is coming from. It sounds like I'm defending Alpha Clash or whatever. It's just that I really like draft, and it doesn't matter what IP it is. I like draft. I mean, if you give me a tournament with just 7 rounds of draft, I'll be happy about it. Ooh, this is an IR. This is actually the kind of art rarity that I like collecting because of this artist. I believe it's pronounced Caio Cacau. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but I really like his artworks. And initially, they have different artists do these kinds of IRs, but because people really like Cacau's artworks, I believe most of the IRs, iconic rares in recent sets, are made by him. It's the same artist, and it's super fun to collect because his artworks are awesome. Anyways, so Yeah, it's a small box, and we're almost done. We're down like the last four, and to be honest, I'm not really opening this to sell it because I guess as what I mentioned, there's no market for singles for Alpha Clash anyways. I tried to. I listed it in my online shop, but it doesn't sell, which is fine. Actually, it would be best if you play them in tournaments as booster packs, but that is only for recent sets because those are the ones that are draftable. These ones are not. So a lot of people are buying them just to collect the cards because the artwork looks really cool. This is another contender. It's Pestilence. In summary, I like this game because it's indie. Right? I always go for the smaller guys, the underdogs. I really like underdog stories, and I feel the passion behind the creators of this game. I believe their name is Garrett and I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. Maybe it's here. It's Garrett and the last name is Killy, I think. I'm sorry, I really forgot. But Ridge and Garrett. I'm sorry. I don't frequent Discord anymore, but sometimes I do. And I think they're good guys. And as a game creator and designer myself, because I have my own card games, personal projects that I make for myself, I understand how difficult it is to create a game, especially something like this that is actually published, distributed throughout the world, and people actually enjoy it. That's some next level stuff, right? People enjoy what you enjoy, and they enjoy it enough that they're willing to spend their hard-earned money and time to play it. And I think that's awesome. And even without the backing of big IPs or big companies, they're still thriving and surviving. And I love it because of that. So I really hope Alpha Clash continues to grow, especially here in my home country, the Philippines. And I hope it continues to create awesome sets, right? I hope it continues to support tournaments here in the Philippines, and I hope more people discover it. So, I get to share it with other people that I can just play it all the time because there's not a lot of players here where I am living at the moment. And I have to travel like, 6-8 hours just to play. But awesome game. If you're interested in this game, how it works and all that, let me know in the comment section below. I want to talk about it more. But I want to know what kind of topics about Alpha Clash you want to talk about. Cool stuff. Anyways, that's it for me for today. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Goodbye.